Hello, friends. Welcome to humanology 2362. Ah, happy Wednesday evening. Let's do some stretching. Okay. Okay. Oh. Ah. 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 Oh. Whew. Okay. Okay. Now let's do the splits. Okay. Yeah. Okay, splits. Uh-huh. Ah. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah. Ah. Huh. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Wow. Ah. Okay. Ah. Oh. Wow. Whew. Okay. Now, martial arts. Let's do jump, front kick. Okay. Yeah. Ah. 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 All right. Good. Good. 5 minutes break. Thank you. Ooh-yeah. Woo. Good exercise. All right. Okay. Grab some drinks. Yeah, I still want to take a break from mathematics and I don't really have anything to talk about. So let's just go to Instagram Live. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Ah. All right. Ooh, I do have to do real soon. Okay. I apologize for that spot exposure there. Ooh, my apologies. Look, I'm 47 years old, okay? So it's just part of the aging process, but that would, oh, I apologize. That is inappropriate, okay? I totally. But I'm aging, okay? Not everybody is like that, but I'm like that, okay? So, okay, yeah, let me wash my hands. Oh, that was inappropriate, totally. Oh, but that was fun. Okay. 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 Hello, friends. Welcome to uh humanology 2362 Instagram live edition. Yeah, welcome. Happy Wednesday evening. Yeah. Let's start with count of a dream I had last night. Uh it was not like super interesting dream. Welcome, good evening. But just some dream I remember. Okay, I'm not good at basketball at all. But when I was in high school in Seoul, South Korea back in 1990s, it was mandatory that we learn some basketball. Okay, so but I was not good at it, and but last night I had this dream where uh, a friend of mine was trying to teach me basketball. Like, welcome, good evening. It was like this. Okay, like so you have this basketball and this basketball hoop, like jump and just just let the ball drop into that hoof, I guess. Yeah, welcome. Good evening. But okay, so my friend in that dream demonstrated me how to do it, but he would not let me do it. Then I woke up, okay. Favorite dream? I like the adventure dreams. Like there's uh some dreams I had in the past. It was spectacular. There's this multiple tornadoes coming at me. Then I'm like running away from the tornado. I had used to have that dreams every now and then, but not nowadays too. But I liked it. Like, it's like adventure, like escape scene. Another kind of dream I liked, flying. Yeah, flying to the sky or sometimes flying inside of a building. Uh, that without any instruments, just like a bird, just flying in the air. I still have sometimes those dreams. Okay, I enjoy it. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, friends. Yeah, yeah. So dream big dreams and have be ambitious. Okay, exercise, martial arts, continuing education, career development. Be ambitious. Okay. Yeah. Oh, you'll do great in the future. Okay. Future leaders, mighty proud, geniuses. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Thank you. Now let me have some drinks. I see some chaga vodka left over there. Let me get it. Cheers. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, nice. Thank you for your support. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Cheers. Hmm? Oh yeah. I guess we can talk about politics then. Okay, sure. I heard the radio like NPR. They say well, southern border is sealed. No, that's not true. There's still gaps between southern border walls because they stopped building it. Uh, but when it comes to illegal immigrants, I support them. Okay, because um, if they're not criminals, even if they are here illegally, if they are working, I think they should stay because we need workers in America, okay? And also, let's say illegal immigrants, they're not committing any crimes, and but maybe they don't have job yet, but they are being peaceful. I think then they can stay, okay? Yeah, because I'm very sympathetic, okay? And yeah, but I think the southern border will need to be built, okay? But it's not built. That's the gap there. So this current administration, the White House policy, is working temporarily, but after administration change, policy will change, and then the illegal crossing will still continue. Why? Because there are parts in southern states in America where there are no border walls. It's not sealed at all. Okay, so it's just temporary lessening of immigrant flux. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, friends. Yeah. So then why do we need to build southern border wall? Because we need to control the speed of immigration. Okay, yeah, that's why. But America is country of immigrants, so uh, but we do need to control the speed of immigration. Okay, that's why we need to build southern border wall. But it's not built yet, not fully. No, no. So it's not sealed. No. Yeah. So even in NPR news, okay, there's some misinformation there. Okay, yeah. But I'm sympathetic to and also compassionate with illegal immigrants. Okay, I feel many of them are refugees. Okay, so yeah, I've been as a human being, I'm sympathetic to them. Okay, yeah, yeah. How about me? Well, I was lucky. I was happened to be born in America, so I got citizenship by birth. And but I grew up in South Korea. Came back to America when I was like 18, 19 years old. Why did I come back? Adventure, yeah. Because back then, 19 years, 18 years in South Korea, okay, so I experienced their culture, which is good. No, we wanted to go to different place, experience something different. Yeah. Also freedom, yeah. Perhaps job opportunity. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, friends. Now let's take oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you, friends. Okay, let's take 5 minutes break, please. Vocal rest. Thank you, my proud future leaders. Yeah. Masha, education, career development, be ambitious. Thank you. Welcome back. Yeah. Oh yeah, good evening. Let me do some light adjustment, brightness adjustment. Good evening. Yeah, I go out there and have some cigarette break, that's all. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening. Uh-huh. Yeah. Welcome, welcome. Mm-hmm. Cheers. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I grew up in South Korea for like 18, 19 years until high school graduation. And uh, back then, okay, we are talking about 1996, 1997, okay, when I was like 18, 19 years old. I could not wait till living for America, okay? Like, because I've been living in South Korea for like 18, 19 years, okay? I had enough. Korea's nice, okay? Nowadays, do I miss, I'm 47, okay? So do I miss Korea? Uh, well, let me put it this way. I do go to Korea for visit during summer vacation, like every 2 to 3 years, and I really enjoyed my time there. Okay, it's a nice country. Okay, yeah, and uh, it is good country, and I have great time whenever I visit there. And I also watch Korean TV shows on YouTube. House of Bluebird, 파랑새의 집 in Korean words. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. South Korea is like this. Okay. It's interesting culture, interesting place, but it's difficult to get a job there. Okay, even for college graduates. Yeah, Familiar Wife. I think I heard about that show. Yeah, but I don't think I've seen it though. Okay, yeah. Thank you for your interest in Korea. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yes. So the job market in South Korea is very competitive because South Koreans are very well educated people because they heavily emphasize in education, especially college education. Okay, so even college graduates, because South Korea is a very small country, it's just very competitive to get a job as a college graduate. Okay, so and it's quite populated place. South Korea is a small country, and there are just a lot of college educated people. So that's why job situation is just very difficult. Okay, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Okay, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. Right? Yeah, getting a job anywhere in the world is tough, right? Yeah. I agree with you. Actually, I have been unemployed for 8 months. Okay, as a lawyer in Alaska, 8 months. Yeah, I've been unemployed, but I got a new job now. So yeah, but it took me 8 months. Yeah, even in America. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. But 100% agree with you. Yeah. So, but I can tell you what I did to get a job. I Yeah, sure. Mm. You have a good night. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Mighty proud future leaders. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Yeah, thank you. So, uh, I was able to get a job after 8 months of unemployment because I studied. Okay, so I didn't go back to school. It's just that I studied alone, like to prepare for the interviews. Yeah, like different area of law. Uh, yeah. After that, I started to get some positive reviews from the interviewers. Okay. Yeah. So again, continuing education, career development. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. In South Korea, yeah, I watched some documentaries in YouTube here in Alaska while I was unemployed, like re-employment for people who are over 40s, 50s, even 60s, who got forced in retirement. Okay. South Korea is like that. Okay. Sometimes they are forced to retire. Okay. Because employers, they want to hire younger college graduates. Okay. With updated knowledge about new technology like computer, cell phone, whatever. Okay. Yeah. So successful cases in re-employment in South Korea are good to do documentaries in YouTube. Okay. Those documentaries spoken in Korean language, but you can turn on the closed caption and choose like whatever language that you speak. Okay. Then nowadays Google YouTube doing automatic translation in all different languages thanks to AI, right? Yeah, you can do that, right? So yeah, those documentaries, successful re-employment cases for people over like 50s, 60s even, some of them went back to school at that age, okay? To update their knowledge of new technology. Those are the successful cases, okay? Yeah. Again, continuing education, career development, okay? Yeah, cheers. Yeah. Mhm. Also, the House of Bluebird, they're still about that, okay? Yeah, the kind of forced retirement and at the age of like 50s, 60s, and how difficult it is to, get a job as a college graduate, even for younger people in their mid to late 20s. Yeah, so House of Bluebird is a Korean TV show, fictional. It does deal with that. Also, ambition, as opposed to just having a job to make money, as opposed to different kind of career track, different kind of ambition, following the dream, and yeah, it does talk about many job situations like that. Okay, diverse, different job situations. House of Bluebird. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, yeah, yeah. Some differences the TV show. Deals with different generations, generational conflict sometimes, or generational understanding, multiple generations, and also different interaction between these different socio-economic classes, like wealthy people, lower middle class, and interesting dynamic. Yeah, That TV show is so good, it makes me cry many times. Crying is healthy. Yeah, it's just the writing, acting, casting, directing, camera work, editing. It's just very well produced TV show. House of Bluebird. I'm watching it for the third time. They have 50 episodes. 50. Okay. Good. So it talks about romantic relationship, also friendship, family value, and yeah, also working in a big corporation and yeah. So yeah, I appreciate South Korea, too. But uh, I mean Alaska, America, because in my opinion, I think it's more suitable place for me. Why? Because how do I put this? Look, South Koreans are very creative. Okay, I look at their TV shows, music videos. Okay, the K-pop, the Korean wave, Hallyu, internationally popular. They're creative people. Yeah. Yes. Uh, then why do I still prefer living in America as opposed to South Korea? Well, not just any America. I'm in Alaska, right? It's like as free as it gets, and Alaska, we have a lot of big places like this, and here in Matsu Valley, that's where I live. Uh, Affordable housing. I live in three-bedroom house alone, half acre lot. Okay, affordable still. Okay, and to get a place like this in South Korea, you probably will have to be millionaires. Who knows, even billionaires. I don't know because again, South Korea is nice, but it's a small country. Okay, so typically, big cities like Seoul, they have high condominium buildings. They're like skyscrapers. I've been to those places, and it's very nice. It is okay, and it's diversity of housing. Those are nice condominiums. Okay, yes, yes, absolutely. With great views too. Okay, yeah, yeah, yes. I city life is great. I used to live in big cities. Yes, it's fun. Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. It's diversity, okay, of housing style, living style, lifestyle, okay. It's just that for me, everybody's different. It's diversity of personality, but for me, Alaska, America, it really befits my personality because I like having big space alone when I'm at home. At work, I enjoy working with other people, yes, but at home, yeah, I like being in a big place alone. And in Matsu Valley, Alaska, I can afford it. Okay. So 5 minutes break. Okay. Vocal rest. Thank you. Time check. Yeah, it's been less than 1 hour. Okay, 5 minutes break. Thank you. Okay. Okay, welcome back. Oh yeah. So, oh, what else do we talk about? Our marine biology. Okay. Nightly or daily, well, every night, this small marine animal species from the lower parts, they move to the higher part in the ocean. Okay. Yeah, and when they do that, they flash lights. Why? They don't know. Marine biologists. Okay. Well, I have theory. It could be. It's just that maybe they are excited because it's the feeding time. Okay, for plankton whatsoever. I don't know. Maybe they are excited and maybe this flashing lights. Maybe it's their way of laughing, smiling. Okay, just their emotional expression. Maybe. That's my theory. Okay. So I watched in a documentary a while ago. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. It's just way of expressing their happiness. Maybe like their version of smiling, laughing. Yeah. What else? The music I listened in radio. Okay, sometimes I listen while I'm driving. I listen to radio and I hear some music that I've never heard before, but I really liked it. Then I remember the lyrics, and after I stopped driving, I looked it up. the lyrics in Google, and then I find it. Okay, and wake up. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, talk about some music. So this the lyrics part I remembered from just listening once in the radio. Like I hear it in the valley, and if you wanna get to heaven, and that was enough to find that song. What song is that? If you wanna get to heaven by Ozark Mountain Daredevils. I think I've heard their name before. Okay, yeah, this band name. It's an American band based in something Missouri or something. Okay, kind of like country rock, something like that. The part I really liked is percussion. The drum beat was fantastic, very, very, very refined. So I can tell that they're not like some newcomer to music. I can tell they are very, very experienced musicians. Okay, and also the harmonica. Oh, nice, very well produced. So it is a very well known band. Okay, yeah, I heard their name before. Okay, yeah, it's very vaguely familiar name. Yeah. Hmm? What else? A couple of days ago, okay, because I come from Matchville to Anchorage, okay, so a couple of days ago it snowed a lot, and uh, as I was driving back from Anchorage to Match Valley after work, a couple of days ago, okay, on the other side, the southbound highway, Glen Highway, okay, I saw a lot of cars stalled, okay, from accidents, okay, in the kind of like snowbank that we call BARM, like BERM, like chain accidents, okay, involving multiple cars, okay, and it's because they do not maintain the safety distance, and also perhaps they did not slow down when road is snowy, okay. So make sure when you drive multiple uh, big distance between cars, okay. They recommend like one car per 10 miles. So if people are driving 50 miles per hour on the highway, yeah, between two cars, 5 cars worth of distance between cars, okay? That's their recommendation. And that makes sense. Okay? Also, you need to slow down when it rains, when it snows, when it's dark, and when the road is curvy, when road is icy, when road is wet. You need to slow down. Right? Yeah. When it's dark, okay, yeah. When it's foggy, you need to slow down, okay? And I drive very safely, okay? And I also drive slow, okay? So a couple of days ago, as I was driving, low visibility because of snow, okay? Yeah, not just snow coming down, but also snow flying around because cars on the highway, they move around, they make the snow on the ground fly up, okay, again, okay? So you become like very foggy, so low visibility, okay? So yeah, slow down. But to be honest with you, I enjoy driving. It's fun. It's almost like playing video game. But I drive very slowly though, okay, and very safely, okay. But I enjoy driving, okay. Yeah, yeah. It's fun. Do I drive safely, okay? Yeah. Also, another tip. If you're a commuter, wake up early, okay? So that you don't have to speed up to get back to work in time. You need to wake up early and start driving early so that you can drive slowly, safely, okay? Oh, that's important. Okay, safe driving, okay? Yeah. Hmm. Also, if you're a commuter like me, okay, from Matsu Valley to Anchorage, it's like 1 hour drive about, but I arrive 2 hours, at least 2 hours prior. Why? Because I drive slow. Also, I want to avoid traffic. Well, if there are less number of cars, then you can drive slowly. Also, there's just less number of accidents, so you're lowering the risk. Okay? Yeah. So get up early. If you're coming up, get up earlier and drive slowly and safely. Then that way you can avoid all the traffic, drive safely, and avoid accidents. Okay? Common sense. Mhm. But I guess what happens to other drivers, I guess they enjoy the morning sleep. Okay, so they wake up late. But in order to get back to work in time, now what options do they have? They have to speed up, right? To get back to work in time, not to be late, to keep their job. I think that's why they speed up. That's dangerous. Sometimes they even go over speed limit. Well, that's illegal. Okay? Yeah. So wake up early, okay? Yeah. To do that, go to bed early. Common sense. Also to exercise, okay? The exercise, it makes your body more efficient. Okay? I exercise every day, okay? Yeah, so if your body is efficient, you exercise and healthy diet, regular exercise, okay? Your body is efficient, okay? So you will not need that much sleep. If you exercise, it will be easier to wake up early in the morning because you don't need that much sleep. Because your body is recover very quickly because it's efficient, okay? Yeah. Okay. One more episode, couple of days ago, okay? So I was, oh, yeah, so there's huge traffic during the snow after work. People going from Anchorage to Matsu Valley, okay? But 30%, 30% of working adults in Matsu Valley coming to Anchorage. I'm one of them. Okay. So after work, a couple of days ago in the evening, as I was driving back from Anchorage to Matsu Valley after work, okay, it was still snowing. Okay, it's huge traffic. Okay, yeah. So what I decided to do, I exited the highway, eh? And then let's go to a restaurant and have a dinner. Eh? Hopefully, after 1 hour, the traffic will become normal again, and it did. Okay, yeah. But as I was driving in Anchorage city street, right lane was backed up because those are the lane that would go to the highway. Okay, but it's not a highway I'm driving now. It's just city street. Okay, so on the right lane they want to get back to the Grand Highway, so huge backup there. But on the left lane where I was driving, the city street in Anchorage, it was almost empty. Okay, so yeah, but I still drove slowly because streets are covered with snow. Okay, and then all of a sudden, uh, a gentleman just popped. It was not a crosswalk. A gentleman just popped in from that. It is jaywalking, okay, but from that right lane to left lane. Okay, so I stopped, but that gentleman didn't quite get to the left lane. He also stopped as well. Okay, but there was like, yeah. So another reason to drive slowly in the city, even if there's no car ahead of you, so you still drive slowly because these unexpected things happen. Okay, it could have been an animal too. Okay, depending on the state. In Alaska, yeah, we have moose. They cross the street sometimes. Okay, so okay. In other cities, I mean other states in America, deer. Yes, yes. Or in America, what other animals cross the streets? Maybe elk, bison, maybe. I don't know. From my experience, well, animals they're not all the same. They have different individualities, different mood. But in my experience, many animals they don't really have this concept of waiting before they cross the street. Many animals like deer, moose, many animals that I've seen, they don't really have this concept of waiting until car passes by. They just cross, even when car is approaching, okay? Why? Why do some animals like moose, deer cross the street when car is approaching? Let's think about that, okay? 5 minutes break, okay? It's weird. It is. Time check. It's been over 1 hour. Yeah, welcome. Good evening. Yeah, let's take 5 minutes break, okay? Yeah, vocal rest. Thank you. Mighty proud future leaders, martial arts, education, career development. Thank you. 5 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, future leaders, mighty proud, multi-talent geniuses. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, so about 5 months ago, I think, in this very neighborhood, Match Valley, Alaska, okay, America. Yeah, there was I was driving in this neighborhood road, okay. I drive slowly, okay, so, and I saw moose ahead, okay. And it's neighborhood road, so not many cars at all. No, it's just my car, okay. Driving slowly, and I saw moose on my right side in front of me, and I've been living in Alaska for past 10 years. Okay, so I can kind of read the moose body language because I sometimes they come to my yard too. Okay, yeah, they're quite common. Okay, they're big animals, like, as big as a horse. Okay, yeah, and I can kind of read the body language of moose. Okay, so I was driving slowly, and then I saw that moose on my right side of the road, neighborhood road in this neighborhood. Okay. And I kind of sensed that he wants to cross the road. And he did. And I stopped my car. That was about 5 months ago, okay? Now, I used to be living in Ithaca, New York when I was in Cornell University, okay? Doing like PhD, although I dropped out after 2 years. But I was doing PhD in Cornell, Ithaca, New York, okay? I was there between 2004 and 2006, okay? And I was driving on the road. I don't think it was a highway. It was asphalt street. It was not like neighborhood road. No, street. Okay, in quite a rural region. So in Ithaca, New York, there were a lot of deer. Okay, and there's this herd of deer crossing the street, but I did not see it. Okay, and I did hit one deer on the leg, but that deer was not injured. It just ran away. Okay, but my car, it was sedan. Okay, now I have SUV, but back then it was sedan. It got dented up just a little bit. Front bumper, okay, yeah, just a little bit. So it was not bad at all. Okay, but I did not see those deer until I hit that deer. Okay, but it happened so fast. Okay, and then so yeah, deer moves. They are sometimes they are like that. Okay, they don't wait for the car to pass. They just cross the street, although they knew car is coming. Why do they do that? I mean, moose. They are not exactly social animals. Okay, but sometimes they hang out with each other. I've seen it. Okay. Yeah. So several moose, if they're going that direction, I one moose need to stop and so that they don't not collide, right? When it comes to deer, they are very social animals. They group animals. They form herd. So yeah, multiple deer. Okay, yeah, if they walk this way in order to avoid collide, they may change direction or one deer stop walking and so that the other deer would pass in order to avoid the collision. But when it comes to cars, they don't really. Some of them do stop, but others they don't stop. I'm like, why? Just think about that. One possibility is kind of like less visible than animals of their species. Is it too like streamlined? But I'm sure 5 months ago, that moose saw me and saw my car. I know that. So it was as if that moose was running away from me, running away from my car. But why run away from me in front of me, crossing the street, endangering itself? I do not think that that moose was suicidal. I don't think so. Uh, There was that moose was like seriously sicker, like wanted to experience that adrenaline rush, like kind of racing, playing a game, like I want to like have the thrill of like crossing the street, like barely before my car hits it. So I don't know. I mean, between two moose or two deer, I'm sure they know how to stop in order to avoid collision between two deer, two moose. This one stops, right? So that in order to avoid collision between them, I'm sure they do that. But when it comes to cars, many times they don't. Why? Perhaps they had not have, perhaps they have not had enough time to evolve to recognize cars as a moving entity, okay? Because cars drive very smoothly, right? But animals, when they walk, can go up and down like, okay? Uh, so maybe they perceive it as a different situation that they're not quite familiar with yet. Because between them, like moose, three moose, two moose, between the three deer, two deer, I'm sure they stop when the other moose is like crossing in order to avoid collision, okay? I'm sure they do that, right? But when it comes to cars, because the way car rolls is very smooth, and car looks very different from their animal species, so maybe that's why they're not quite ready for it yet. Okay. Yeah, well, that's the best theory I can come up with now. Uh, so, in places where they are known to be like animals like that, like deer, moose, elk, bison, whatever, you may want to drive slow, okay? Because sometimes they pop out of nowhere. Yeah. And many times they don't wait until car passes by. They just cross the street, okay? Yeah. Uh, I think it was 5 years ago. Okay. My previous lawyer job, okay, in Matthew Valley. What happened was, okay, yeah, I'm a lawyer, okay. So about 5 years ago, in the morning when I was going to work, uh, I was going to the court, okay. Uh, was it a trial or some hearing, pre-trial hearing? I don't remember. Okay, but I was going to the court okay, in the morning, okay. And I was not exactly late, but uh, and then there's this in Machu Valley, okay, there's this moose. About yeah, we Alaskans we know about moose, and we can kind of can read this body language, okay. It was a big moose. I think it was a male moose with antlers, okay. This moose in the on the it was on the right side of the street, and it kind of we could tell it kind of like wanted to like cross the street, okay. So other cars slowed down and stopped so the moose can cross. It was city street. It was not a highway. Okay. Yeah. The kind of city street like what speed limit? Uh, about 45 miles per hour. Oh, much value. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, not too many traffic. Okay, and it's not a highway. So, and we also saw that moose. So it was big moose. I think it was a male moose with the antlers. Okay. Yeah, because we can kind of tell. We Alaskans, we know moose. Okay, we can kind of read its body language. Okay, so he kind of wanted to cross. Okay, we kind of sense that. So other cars they slowed down and stopped so that moose can cross. Okay, I didn't. Do you know what I did? I'm not recommending this to anybody. Okay, I'm just telling you what I did. I was not speeding. No, I did not go speed limit. No, I didn't. But I had to go to a court. Okay, so I honked like beep beep honking beep beep, and then moose changed the direction and ran away and did not cross the street. So I continued to drive. I continued to drive. Continue to drive. Okay. Yeah, that happened. Okay. So again, I'm not recommending this to anybody. Okay, but I'm just telling you what I did. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I got to the court in time. Okay. But yeah. But no, I did not go over speed limit. I did not. Okay. Yeah. But I like animals. I respect animals. Okay. Yeah. Hmm? Yeah. I like animals. Okay. I respect them too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that was a humor story. It's like uh maybe not exactly a comedy, but I guess it could be seen as a comedy. Whatever. Yeah, let's take finance break. Okay, so time channel. Okay, we have got more than 30 minutes left. Okay, yeah, nice. Finance break. Okay, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Okay, some random story, total random stories. Yes, yes, sure. Okay, so again, I'm not recommending anybody to do what I did. I'm not, okay, because look, be safe, okay, and also learn martial arts, okay, and know about animals, learn about animals, okay, but I'm not recommending anybody to do what I did, okay, so uh, Alaska Moose experience, okay, it happened in Anchorage, okay, so how many years ago? Maybe 5 years ago, I don't know, My parents paid visit to me in Alaska from South Korea, okay, over summer vacation, okay. So yeah, and they rented a place, okay. Yeah, maybe Airbnb, okay. Yeah, something like that in Anchorage, downtown. Not downtown, midtown Anchorage. About 5 years ago, okay. So yeah, and paid them visit after work, and then there's this moose. Moose is quite common even in Anchorage, Alaska. Anchorage is a big city, okay. In Anchorage, there are even bears, okay. Yeah, black bear and brown bear. They're much better too. Okay, yeah. But they're quite rare though. Bears, okay. Moose are quite common, okay. Yeah. Hmm? Because they're protected. Okay, yeah. Which is good, yeah. Good. We enjoy watching wild animals. Yes. So in that Midtown Anchorage, about 5 years ago, my parents rented a house, Airbnb, I think, the summer. Okay, yeah, and the moose came by in the neighborhood. Okay, okay. So a lot of people like taking photos in the cell phone cameras or recording videos. Okay, but this moose got upset and started to run around. Okay, the moose is quite. It's not a social animal. Yeah, they're mostly solitary. Okay, so and so they do not like being in the crowd. They feel very uncomfortable when that happens. Okay, but they're solitary animals mostly. Okay, and this moose started run toward me. What did I do? Did again? I'm not recommending this to anyone. Okay, I stood my ground. I did not move. Okay, because I know about moose. Uh, And then moose slightly changed the direction and ran past me. Did not like bump me because I thought you change the direction and kind of deflect a little bit, and yeah, and that's what happened. Okay. Again, I'm not recommending this to anyone. Okay, but I know about animals and I know martial arts. Okay, so I stood my ground, and yeah. Hmm? But again, I'm not recommending this to anybody. Okay, so me, I don't know. I'm kind of like I got my guts, I got my pride as a martial artist, and I don't. And also, I know about moose. I know about animals. Okay, I can read their body language. Okay, so yeah, uh, and also I'm kind of adventurous one too. Okay, maybe a little bit theoretical, a little bit, but safely though. You have good knowledge about animals and martial arts. Okay, so another occasion. It was like 9 years ago because I've been living in Alaska 10 years. Very first year, 2015 to 2016. Okay, I lived 1 year in Anchorage. First year in Alaska. Okay, 9 years ago. 10 years ago. Okay, yeah, I lived 1 year in Anchorage. Okay, it was like South West LA. I mean Southwest Anchorage, Alaska, America. Okay, yeah, near Jewel Lake. Okay, oh, great neighborhood. Okay, and about 10 minutes west of that Jewel Lake Place neighborhood, there's wonderful big park called Kincaid Park. It's a nice park. Okay, and there are a lot of moose, even grizzly bears too, brown bear. Okay. I haven't seen those bears in that park, but I've seen a lot of moose. Okay. Hmm? One evening, was in the park. Okay, yeah. I was walking after hiking. I was walking to my parking lot. Okay, next to the road in the park. Okay, yeah. And there's this moose walking toward me. It was like a left side of the road. Okay, I was going up the hill, and that moose was coming downhill. Next to the road, kind of pavement a little bit. Okay, yeah. And I was going uphill, and that moose was coming downhill. What did I do? Again, I'm not recommending this to anybody. I'm just telling what I did. Okay, yeah. Pull out my cell phone and taking picture as this moose is coming toward me, taking picture. It kind of says that this moose is not coming at me. It's just going downhill, maybe some destination, maybe some appointment. Who knows? But that moose, yeah, I kind of sense that it's not angry at me. It's not coming at me. No, it's just going somewhere down the road, next to the road, like pavement area. Okay, so sidewalk, whatever. Okay, but not angry, kind of relaxed. I can tell. Okay. Yeah, so just continue to take the pictures, okay? And I did not step aside. I did not step aside. Okay. And what that moose did next, walked past me peacefully. Slightly changed the direction, deflection, okay? Yeah. Again, I'm not recommending anybody to do this. I'm just telling you what I did. Because I know martial arts and I know the body language of animals, okay? So, yeah, that was nice. Where are those photos? There are two. Somewhere in my computers or external hardware storage, the external hard drive storage, somewhere also some cloud storage. Okay, where I take a lot of photos. Okay, yeah. So at one point I did publish on social media. That was like 9 years ago, though. Yeah. Okay, I'm not recommending anybody doing this stuff, but I'm just telling you what I did. Okay, so that was like 9 years ago. Uh, yeah. So some moose, some wild animals. Peaceful and kind of friendly even. But some other wild animals, oh, they're hostile. Many times toward people too. Okay? So some people are okay with people. I mean, some animals, wild animals, are kind of okay with people, but some other wild animals, they hate people. It all depends on individuality of those wild animals. Also, even the same wild animals depends on their mood. Sometimes they are happy, sometimes they are angry. Okay, yeah. But we are talking about moose, it's herbivore, okay? But some wild animals are omnivores or even carnivores, okay? In those cases, it's more dangerous situation because many times those animals are very hungry. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so but in Alaska, yeah, we have bears here, uh, but they're not very common. Okay, yeah, it's like food pyramid, right? So bears, they're kind of apex predator, okay, so there are very few of them, top of the chain, okay, mm, so we don't get to see them very often, okay. Yeah. Have I seen them? Yeah, I've seen some black bears out there in the wild, okay, but not black bears. I've seen some black bears out there in the wild, okay, but brown bears like grizzlies or polar bears, white bears, I only seen them in the zoos. Yeah. Yeah. The black bears I've seen out there in the wild, they were nice to me. Uh, where in Alaska have I seen them? I'll tell you after 5 minutes break, vocal rest, okay? Sure, I'll tell you. Time check. Yeah, story time, huh? Cool. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we got less than 30 minutes left, okay? Yeah, 5 minutes break, vocal rest. Thank you. Welcome to humanology. Yeah, very cool. All right. Uh, yeah, so bears. Okay, look, we have wonderful teddy bear over there. Okay, so very nice. Okay, so bears, they're very photogenic. Okay, they're very good looking animal, very cute looking, furry, very soft fur. Okay, but they're dangerous animals. Okay, so and they're always hungry. Okay, so so long martial arts. Okay, so and let me redo my hair. We're talking about bear. It can't rhyme. Bear and hell. Okay, yeah, it kind of rhymes. Okay, let me wash my hands. All right, my hair's like crazy. Okay, some knee exercises. Oh, better. Uh, Let me get some more drinks in my cup. So, welcome. Good evening. Yeah, my proud future leaders. Yeah, martial arts, education, career development. Thank you. Future leaders, multi-talent geniuses. Welcome. Good evening. Cheers. So we are talking about bears in Alaska. Okay, so bear hair more rhyming. Yeah, J bear. What is J bear? Okay, for first 3 years in Alaska. Okay, I worked in J bear. What is J bear? Joint Base Elmendorf, Richardson is U.S. Army and Air Force Base, north of Anchorage. Okay. Yeah. So I worked as a computer programmer. Okay, in J bear, Alaska State Government. Okay. And inside that base, there are bears. So I gave them a nickname, J Bear Bear. Okay, so Hail Bear, J Bear. Yeah, it can rhyme that way. Okay, yeah. So I have not seen brown grizzly bear in that base, but I've read about it. Okay, oh, they're bigger and they're more dangerous. Okay, even black bears, they can be dangerous too. Okay, yeah, yeah. I read some articles. Yeah, bears, they're not to be messed with. No, this is too strong, fast, muscular, and hungry, and they're very fast. Okay, bears, and the sharp claws, dangerous. Okay, yeah, bears, wild bears. Okay, so they're like bears, dangerous animals, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm in Alaska, but in Canada they have bears too, right? Canada and Alaska become neighbors, right? Yeah, cheers. Yeah. Mhm. But in JBL base, okay, I was working as a civilian. I'm a U.S. Army veteran, okay, but worked as a civilian as a computer programmer in JBL, Alaska State Department, okay, Alaska State Government branch, okay. So, as a computer programmer, I worked there for 3 years, okay. So, and yeah, I've seen some black bears inside the base, and they were nice to me, okay. But so yeah, but I've read some articles in Alaska where black bears are attacking people. Okay, I read about it, some news articles. Okay, because I've been living in Alaska for past 10 years. Okay, so black bears they can be very dangerous. Okay, so yeah, I've read articles in Alaska where black bears are attacking people. Okay, yeah, brown bears, polar bears, yeah. Of course they attack people sometimes. I've read about that too. But when I saw okay, J Bear where I worked in okay U.S. military base in north of Anchorage. Okay, I've seen them maybe 5 times. Okay, yeah, but they were nice to me. That's the only bear encounter in person that I've had inside of JBL. U.S. military base. Okay. Then a pet. It was not a zoo. There were other animals, black bears and jay bears. Okay, so, but they were nice to me. Maybe I got lucky. Okay, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Interesting story, right? One time in JBL, when I was working as a computer programmer, okay. Okay, again, that's like 7, 8 years ago. Okay, so I was having a cigarette break in the parking lot next to my car. Was my car? The Ford Expedition. Okay, yeah, SUV. Yeah, I was just taking cigarette break in the parking lot next to my car. About 7, 8 years ago. Okay, then just smoking cigarette during the break next to my car in the parking lot. And I heard some sounds, rustling sounds. Okay, the parking lot was next to tree line. Okay, so okay, and there are so bear cubs, baby bears. Okay, next mother bear. About 2 to 3 baby bears, bear cubs. Okay, walking first, and then yeah, mother bear. They're black bear family. Okay, yeah, we're not that far away. How many feet away? Maybe 30 feet. What, 10 meters or less? It was quite close. And the mother bear, was a black bear, okay, looked at me. So then mother bear and I actually made eye contact in person without any fence line. No, maybe 30 feet, 20 feet away. It was not that far away, okay. Mm. What did I do? I smiled. And then mother bear and 2 to 3 baby bear cubs, yeah, they continued to walk. But out of respect, I did not pull out my cell phone to take pictures, okay? Because some animals they're not like that, okay? So out of respect, okay? Yeah, I did not pull out my cell phone and to take pictures or record camera video. I did not do that out of respect, okay? So because some animals they do not like that, okay? And they just walked on by. Yeah, okay, nice. So I learned how to express my respect and appreciation to wild animals. Okay, so yeah, like because some animals do not like being taken picture of, and so I kind of sense that. Okay, so yeah, so it was so fun. Mm. Were there people at the time around? No, it was just me and mother bear, and about 2 to 3. bear cubs, baby bears. Okay, yeah. That was interesting encounter. Yeah, yeah. I remember. Yeah, that was nice. Although I did not take any picture of that moment, out of respect to that wonderful bear family. Okay, but I remember in my brain vividly that images, motion picture, video in my brain. It was nice. Yeah, this bear family going about their business, right? Just walking down the tree line next to a parking lot in Jabil. Those Anchorage military base, okay, so they're very well protected, okay, so okay, just going about their business, okay. So it was nice encounter. Yeah. Bear family. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's say finance break, please. Okay. Money profit leaders, yeah. Martial arts, exercise and diet, continuing education, career development. Be ambitious, future leaders, multiple talent geniuses. Thank you. 5 minutes break, okay? Thank you. Vocal rest. Now time check. Yeah, we got more than 10 minutes left. 5 minutes break, okay? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Welcome to humanology. Yeah. Nice. Very cool. Okay. Okay, so another bear encounter story in J-Bear Udon encouraged about like 8 years ago. Sure. It was another black bear, okay? It was I think it was single juvenile male bear, okay? But that bear was far away, about maybe 100 feet. I don't know. It was quite far away, okay? Next to the road, inside of J-Bear base, Udon encouraged, okay? When I was work as a computer programmer, okay? Yeah, for some state governmental agency in Alaska, okay? So, but it was far away, okay? So was grazing the grass, maybe springtime, early summer, something like that. Okay, and so because that bear was far away, I took out my cell phone and took some pictures, photos in my cell phone. Okay, this is far away. Okay, it's a, my guess is a juvenile single male black bear. Okay, so I took liberty to take some pictures. Okay, yeah, let me wash my hands. My guess is that it's juvenile. It was not that big, okay? Juvenile male black bear just being alone, okay? Yeah, grazing the grass because bears, they're omnivores. They prefer eating meat, but mostly they're herbivores, okay? It's just easier for them, okay? They grass, okay? Yeah. So I pulled out my cell phone and took some pictures of that black bear in J Bear base, okay? Yeah, really far away. So safe. But then that yeah, welcome, welcome. Yeah, good evening. Yeah, my future leaders. Yeah, martial arts. Okay, learn martial arts and continuing education, career development. Okay, my proud future leaders. Yeah, multi-talent geniuses, future leaders. My proud. Welcome. Good evening. Yeah, we're talking about bears. Okay, in Alaska. Okay, yeah. Hmm? So yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we talk about some bears in Alaska. Yeah. So that particular bear, it was 8 years ago in J Bear Base, north of Anchorage, okay, military base, okay. So it was 100, at least 100 feet away, like 30 meters away, maybe more than that, okay. Maybe 200 feet away, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I took the liberty to pull out my cell phone from my pocket and took some pictures, okay. And that bear looked at me with not so nice facial expression. That bear was like this, like yeah. So that bear did not like me, like taking picture of that bear. Okay, so what did I do? I smiled to that bear. Okay, and that bear ran away. The bear did not like my smile. Okay, okay, yeah. So after that, yeah, went back to my car and drove home. But yeah, it was interesting. Alaskan bear encounter. Yeah. Yeah, temperature wise, in Alaska, yeah, what's the temperature in Alaska? Let's check. Let me check. Okay, so uh, what's the temperature in Alaska now? Okay, 27 Fahrenheit. 27 Fahrenheit is like about -3 degrees Celsius. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So 27 Fahrenheit is like -3 Celsius. Yeah. We're doing okay. Yeah. But thank you. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Oh yeah. So yeah, learn martial arts, continuing education, and career development. Now, time check. How much time do we have? Uh, we got like 2 minutes left. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for joining us. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your support and friendship. Thank you. God is bless you. God bless you. Okay. Yeah. Continuing education, martial arts, exercise and diet, healthy hobbies. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. You're amazing. Oh yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. Mm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Have a great night. Yeah. Mhm. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Love martial arts. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Hmm. Yeah. Very nice. Friendship. Very important, right? Yeah. Thank you for friendship. Yeah. Thank you. Mhm. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Thank you. No, time check. About 1 minute left. Okay. Yeah. So, friends, learn martial arts and learn about animals. Okay. Learn their animals' languages. Okay. So, yeah, because animals they don't speak human languages. Okay. So, you to learn their body language. Okay. And yeah, watch some animal documentaries. Learn about animals' body languages. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, friends, it's been 2 hours. Okay. Yeah. So, I'll see you next time. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Hmm? Be safe. Love my showers. Thank you.